What the hell is going on, people? This is Periodic, and today we are doing the final two chapters of Toriko. So just like the final chapter is an extra long 31-page special, this will be an extra long Toriko manga review, live reaction, simply because I haven't read Toriko in the past 2 weeks. That's literally the only reason why. Okay, so first we're going to go with 395, and then we're going to go with 396, okay? Because those are the final two chapters. 395 is titled Everyone Around the Dinner Table. To quickly describe what happened in the final chapter, in 394, which is the last video that I made, Neo spit up all of the food that he ate, all of the blue nitros, etc., etc. The blue demon was super excited, and Toriko is about to share his food with Neo. So here we go, 395. Everyone around the dinner tables. Are you really sure this place is all right for it? So it looks like there's this weird tombstone type thing. What lay slumbering there with a whole bunch of food? And Midori's grave. Maybe we should have made it in the same place as President Ichido and Jido's. We fond memories there, our old training grounds, the food immersion cape. But it was Midori's spirit that said that this place would be fine. So, very interesting that I do have to see where Ichido... I feel like Ichido should have been spit up, and somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but Ichido and his fight against Midora survived at the end. Midora let him live. He shot the blast, but he didn't kill him, and it was a blue nitro that came and killed him. I don't remember if he just stomped on him and killed him, or if he actually ate him. And if he did, the only blue nitro that survived was Center. All the other ones were eaten by Neo, except for the ones that were killed by Jiro. So I don't know who was killed, who was eaten. But if he was eaten by Jiro, or I'm sorry, if he was eaten by Neo, that blue nitro, then technically it should be in that blue nitro stomach, and blue nitro should be in Neo's stomach, and so they should be spit out. But anyway, whatever. We'll talk about that later. Toriko's like, he said he didn't want to be buried in the same grave as his brother. After all, he might end up getting in fights again in the other world, even though he never got in any fights all the way up until he died. Midora said he didn't care much for even having a grave in the first place, but when I told him that I'd bring him a full course every single week, then he said, fine, just make it here. It seems like the kind of place you'd spend time in with your family. This landscape that his very life protected. At last, we feast upon the climax in those whopping 31 pages. Everyone around the dinner table. Komatsu's got his little watches going off. It's like, it's from Rin. She says everyone's already been waiting for us for a while. Come on, Toriko, let's hurry. It's your and Rin's wedding reception. Yeah, alright, so that just happened. I'm sorry, Toriko's like, yeah. Huge tower under direct control of the ego. 10-star hotel gourmet. Alright, so Komatsu's restaurant is a lot better. And Rin is like, oh, I could hardly wait any longer. Toriko! And he's like, Rin, that's an amazing dress. Is it edible? Well, you can eat part of it. He's like, seriously? It really does suit you, Rin. And she's just ecstatic. It looks beautiful, doesn't it? Come on, say it to me. Say it for me, Toriko. Tell me it's beautiful. Tell me I'm beautiful over and over again. Yes, you're beautiful. More, more. Someone's like, Toriko! And she's like, oh, I'm so happy. She's crying. Alright, so you got all of the ego, the driver dude, like all of the old school characters here in the background. Come on, we're all starving over here already. Hurry up and feed us already. Let us have a taste of the Bishukuya's Toriko's full course. Yeah, we'll all eat it together. So everyone's there to eat his full course. And good lord, this food thing is really going over the top. So there's a cross made of a fork and a knife with a piece of meat stuck in between and like thorns at the bottom. Unbelievable. In times of sated full stomachs or in times of hunger, do you swear, I mean really swear, swear hard, so hard it's not even funny, do you swear to continue to eat together and feed one another? Do I swear hard? I swear, but in times of hunger, what the hell would that be? Who the hell do you think I am, father? And besides, are you even an actual minister? Yeah, he looks like a vampire. Who the hell is that? Well, then you may now give the bride a kiss to satiate and fill her so hard it gets everyone else hard as well. What? Toriko! Rin, congratulations! Toriko and Rin, wedding reception, full course tasting. Huge banquet hall, massive, everyone is here. Thank you, they're up on like a platform. What was your name again? Legman? Where's my seat? There's so many people, so I can't even... there's a little tribute to the long-running manga that ended. I can't remember what the hell the name is, but it was about the police officer with the funny eyebrow, little little what's it called there. Just so many characters here. I'm sure I'm missing a bunch. It's like, oh, it's the Bishop Kukai. What the hell are you guys doing here? Oh, so there's Sturgeon. We came here because we were invited. We're relatives after all. You're relatives? And there's Granny. What the hell? It doesn't matter who comes. The food tastes all the better when we eat it together. And Neo's like, we've even got Neo here. What in the world is happening? God, this has gone off the rails. Completely off the rails. We've got around 5,000. I can't even talk because this manga has completely jumped the shark. We've got around 5,000 guest presents. This is beyond extravagant wedding. This is a super gourmet wedding. Komatsu's like, people from the home of food, the gourmet world, also have been invited. Even a lot of 10-star chefs have come. So let's give them a feast worthy for the more professional of gourmands. Come on, everyone. Let's give it our all. Let me hear you. And the whole crew is like, yeah, yes, sir, Chef Komatsu. And then his two buddies are like, I'm sure you can handle this all by yourself easily. But please, let us help as well. Koma. Dake, Ume! This is a huge help. That's like 100 men's worth of power. Oh, the 3 legendary chefs that prepared God are all here. Alright then, our first dish will be the hors d'oeuvres, BB corn popcorn. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Toriko. This is Komatsu in my full course. Please eat it to your full. Oh, this is what we've been waiting for. And like the whole crew has all of the food. And they're like, I can't wait to eat. And Ren's like, hey, Toriko. He's like, what's that? There's a table by itself. The low-seated dining table. Oh, that? There were some spirits that I invited, and I was hoping they'd come. Here it is! The first dish, the full course's appetizer, is the king of all corn. BB corn popcorn, and chicken quiche. Oh, so this is BB corn. Look at the size of it. And there's something sprinkled on the top of it, too. This is the legendary seasoning, Milk Stardust. Very smart. They're already shifting straight into the top gear with the appetizer. I can't stop myself from drooling. Even the quiche is amazing. It's got chicken egg in it. And that's not all. And there's Milk right there talking, but you can't hear him. They're like, Koma, about the quiche you made. Why did you put pincher fish and 5-tailed giant eagle meat in it? Ah, those 2 animals. I saw them live in the first time I ever went on a hunt with Toriko. There are ingredients that I have a lot of memories attached to. Got him! Oh yeah, that was when he fished it out of the water. That was literally like the first chapter. It's a pincer fish! It's huge! And then, bam, he slammed it. Even now, I'll never forget the impact that had on me back then. After all, that was how I met Toriko. Second dish, the full course's soup is served. Century soup, the soup that got Komatsu famous. Incredible, it really does have an aurora stream. I gotta get a picture of this. It's like I'm dreaming. Wait, is this not CG? Seriously? That's pretty funny. They're like, is this freaking, what's it called? Alright, I lost the page. Here we go. So, oh my god, my cat is like going crazy right now. So he's putting it around. He's like, I'd readily pay billions for this. Let anyone who thinks they can challenge the century soup just come and try it. So everyone's taking a drink of it. It's huge! That's the, so this is a flashback. It's huge. That's the continent of ice. Ice hell. Here it is. We found it. The gourmet show window. The soup chose you, Komatsu, as its final customer. I'm not the last one. No matter what, I won't let it end with me. I'm gonna make this no matter what it takes. I'll make a new century soup. One for, so it's a whole bunch of flashbacks, blah, blah, blah. And then it's got a frog and brunches there. And they're like, oh man, I can't just stop smiling here. I'm grinning ear to ear and I can't stop myself. So this is century soup. And instead of a baguette, the soup is served with this medicinal mochi wrapped in eco seaweed. This is the legendary mochi. I don't know if it's mochi or mochi, said to have saved the people of the world from the 4 beasts' poison. Oh, so that's what this is. I've discovered. So a bunch of flashbacks. This is kind of annoying that it's a 31-page special. Yeah, it's being filled with flashbacks. So he was a genius after all. The third dish, the full course's seafood dish. I also like how they're spending so much time in just going over the full courses, but they couldn't do this in the freaking original arc for when they were doing the damn when they were doing the freaking when they were actually getting the Akatsuya's freaking full course. Like, they should have devoted more time to that instead of putting a panel for each of the foods. Like, we already know what these were. Whatever. The third dish, the full course's seafood dish, features currently extinct species that have been brought back to life, grilled with ogai with ozu sauce. So these are extinct species of fish. The fish it's served with are incredible as well. Puffer whale, shinigami, shining gurami, madam fish, and another. I can't believe it. It's a festival of the highest level of fish. So I really feel like in this chapter, they're trying to bring it back to the cooking portion of the manga, which it kind of really got away from. And I'm not even like upset that it got away from that, because I don't think it was a bad thing, to be honest. I think it was a smart choice to kind of get away from that, because it became really freaking fun and good that it kind of became more of an action shonen. Anyway, be careful, keep your eye on the flame. Koma, hurry up with extracting the poison from the puffer whale. All right, leave this to me. Cuts it. This is the cavern of flashback to the puffer whale. Yep, blah, blah, blah. He's starting to have a tear. If we got puffer whale here, there's Manson. If we got puffer whale here, then you gotta have grilled fin sake. Bring on the grilled fin sake. President Manson, you're drinking too much. There's no such thing as drinking too much on a happy occasion like today. I'm surprised he didn't make his joke. Mom, look, it's another. Chef Komatsu made this food. Yes, it looks delicious. Oh, these are the people from the gourmet world. And he's like, haha. And then he looks over, and there you go. Sitting at the table are the spirits of Jiro and Ichiro, but Midora doesn't look like he's there. The fourth dish, the full course's meat dish, is absolutely on par with the meat of the last boss himself, Neo. The final elephant, Endophant steak. Good. Neo, you hear that? He called you the last boss. Neo's just blushing. What the hell are you blushing for? You goddamn, you're gross. And furthermore, on top of the Endophant meat, slices of the phantasmal meteor garlic. And this dude, Life Bear Son, is like, oh, how wonderful. And to garnish, the most precise special portion of the ancient food treasure, the regal mammoth's precious jewel meat, and the meat of the Galala gator. Galala gator, that really takes me back. Yeah, we get it. It's the first dude that you went to fight. On our journey to the barren archipelago, I was just getting freaked out and running away from everything. They're like, this jewel meat is incredible. It's like my whole body is sparkling. Of course, it's part of my full course after all. And there's Star June. And he's like, I see. So this is as far as I go. Yeah, so he's remembering when he was in the GT Robo and when he fought Toriko. And here it is, the fifth and main dish of the full course. We've been waiting for this. The king of all ingredients, God. You can even say that this is the reason we came here today. And everyone's like, yeah! They're all cheering and stuff like that. Everyone jumped out their seat. Yeah! And he's just like, huh? This is the main dish of my life's full course. The ingredient that separated me from my appetite and then brought us back together as one. And he takes a slice, eats a little bit, tears up. Can you taste it? My dear appetites, taste the flavor of God together with me. They don't care. They don't give a shit about it. Red was the only one that cared. Blue and white don't care. And Rin's like, Toriko. And he's like, God is one conclusion to my long journey. Happiness is just spilling out of me and I can't stop it. And she's crying too. Toriko, neither can I. And he's like, huh? Oh, there's a Katsi and there's Fraz there as well. And he's like, and that person. And what the hell? There's the Blue Nitro Center is just there? Yo, can we... I mean, this chapter has gotten a little bit too friendly with everyone. Let's not forget that Center enslaved the Red Nitros with his Blue Nitro brethren and killed off so many people. And now they're just like cool with it. Like, oh yeah, we're good. And everyone's like, God, it's God right now. We're eating God. The king of all ingredients that once stopped the Great War. At last, finally, I'm eating God. And there's Amaru. And everyone's like, I never thought the day would come where I could share God with this many people. And this is, what's her name? Granny Chan's apprentice, who got built up for a little bit for like being super nice, super sick of a chef. And then they just never talked about her again. And now they just bring her up real quick. Mansom's like, I don't know how to express this kind of happiness. I really don't know. All I do know is, for now, I'll take seconds of God. What? Seconds of the God ingredient? Is that really okay? And do they still actually have more? And they're like, President Manson. He's like, everyone's a little, well, then I'm having seconds too. Me too. Me too. Me too. And they're like, we've got requests for more God in the kitchen. We're already finished with preparing it, so don't worry about that for now. More importantly, we got to start on the next full course. If we mess this up and let the impact of God was too strong, all the customers will all feel satisfied and finished already. They're like, Koma, can you help me out over here too? The orders won't stop coming in. He's like, Take, what is it? Somehow this is all like a dream. What is? Everyone eating God together. To think that a day like this would come. It's really like a dream. He's like, Koma, what are you crying for? Especially when we're this busy. Haha, never mind. Come on, let's cook. The sixth dish. The full course is salad. There it is, the food treasure, air. The legendary ingredient are still coming out one after the next. And they're like, air, they captured this in our country. Uh, that's great. Ain't it old man Daruma? Oh yeah, the frog dude is from the gourmet world. That's right. And from Daruma's village. And the leaf that air is sitting on is yet another high class ingredient. The king of vegetables, ozone herb. Flashback. I'm not even reading the flashback. Who cares? The seventh dish, the full course is dessert. 7 colors of overwhelmingly sugary sweetness. Here it is! Now this is what I've been waiting for. In order to commemorate his full course, this was the first ingredient he decided on. The Kamni department store. The rainbow fruit. Chef Komatsu, you're remembering that day, aren't you? He's really crying a river. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. And this time, yeah, okay, who cares? A surprise level 100 human face apple. The surprise apple. Oh, that's funny. And the legendary ingredient bubble fruit, so he has different kinds of things suspended in the jelly. That's pretty cool. The stinkiest fruit in the entire world, also known as the stink bomb. It can't be. The Dodian bomb. And everyone was like, I knew it. It freaking reeks. But this stink is starting to get subdued. And he's like, the stink really takes me back. And then, of course, they go back. This dude Zanj is like, what are they talking about? I don't smell anything bad at all. The Dodian is delicious. Seconds. I want seconds. He's like, he just wants seconds on the bomb? Seriously, Master Zanja? And finally, the course's 8th and final dish, the drink. Here it comes. The last dish is finally here. The legendary ingredient that saved humanity from a year of famine. It makes me think of a time when everyone in the world were doublets, and they'd eat this and smile happily. Oh, war doublets. The billion bird's egg. Here it is. This is what saved us. The conclusion to Toriko's full course, and filled the world once again with the birth cry of the gourmet era. The egg of new beginnings. Everyone's like, yeah, with weird curvatures in their body. They're like, yeah. But if you drink this, your eyelashes will grow long. That's funny that they're still keeping that little joke in there. I've mixed this drink with mellow cola and created a billion birds mellow drink. It's Chef Komatsu. Chef Komatsu. They're all like, yeah, Koma. Chef Komatsu. Thank you, Chef Komatsu. What the heck are you crying for, Chef Komatsu? The popping of the mellow cola got in my eyes. I can't seem to stop my tears. Sorry. This is the old man's full course. The infinite ingredient, billion bird. And he looks over to the table, the little lower table, and he raises a glass, and there's Ichiro, and he looks to the side, and of course there's Medora walking in. They're like, Medora's in the doorway. So I don't get it. Can they all see him? Because they're all spirits, so technically they're dead. And Fraj turns around and sees Medora. Come, Medora, let's eat together. And Medora starts bawling like a little baby and turns into a little kid. He says, okay. And now they're all their young forms again, and he runs over. And everyone's crying. Bite down and hold on to this happiness now. Next chapter, the conclusion finally arrives. At long last, the final chapter finally arrives. Next chapter, we'll go all out with a full color censor. 395 end. Okay, we're going to move on to 396. I will give my thoughts after 396. This one is only 20 pages long. Now, where will we go next? So it's Toriko and Komatsu just chilling together. Gourmet 396. Yet unseen ingredients. It says, with blah blah to all ingredients, it's been a feast of a color page. So it's all in color, squeezed among glistening ingredients, a meeting. And so a bunch of things. Ooh, okay. So now we got Winged Demon, who, by the way, doesn't seem white. He seems more pinkish than anything else. And Blue Horn Demon. And they're talking amongst all these ingredients. Toriko's hair is straight up blue between Toriko and his appetites. Since Toriko and Rin's wedding reception, a few years have gone by. Whoa, so this is your new fairy tale castle. It's like a fairy tale come to life. An orphanage where you can eat God. Your dream's finally been realized, huh, Taka-chan? Thank you, Koma-chan. Thanks to help from the Ego and the Sasaya Association, we're able to selectively breed and artificially cultivate God. I wouldn't have been able to make this castle without them. Now, outside of our original goal of childcare, we're getting tons of requests to stay for kindergarten. Well, what do you expect when you can eat God there? Even adults would love to come. It's famous for how the kids that leave here go on to live their lives vigorously with their heads held high. Yeah, and if they ever stumble, they're always welcome back. After all, warm cooking and the king of ingredients will always bring one back to a fairy tale world. By the way, what's Ume-chan doing? I was just about to ask that. Ume-chan is teaching cooking at the Nakoyame cooking school. Apparently, they've been flooded with students, hoping to get the teacher who cooked God. Haha, I hope his hair doesn't go white again. Apparently, it went back to his normal color. Koma-chan, I'm guessing it's the usual for you, going on journeys with your legendary combo partner, right? Ah, that's right! Toriko-san called me. It's about time to go. I better get moving. Okay, see you later, Taka-chan. Whoa, why such a rush? Where are you going this time, Koma-chan? Outer space. Huh? Space? Well, be careful. Okay, so we see like light shining and then like a beam and then the insect, and it looks like there's a string or a straw in the back of the insect. And okay, so this dude Toriko's doing the old fly fishing technique again. He's got the rod attached to the fly, and he's meeting him in the same spot as the first chapter. Toriko-san! Oh, you're late, Komatsu-san. Sorry, I was just stopping by Taka-chan's place. Anyway, the weather sure is nice. Somewhere along the line, the sun went back to normal. So bright. Alright, I figured out the secrets of the gourmet solar eclipse, Komatsu. Huh? Really? Yeah, it wasn't too hard. Apparently these invisible, gigantic gourmet satellites were blocking out the sun like pot lids. Gourmet satellites? Huh? What are those exactly? They're man-made cooking satellites made out of gourmet matter. Apparently they were originally made by the Nitro to cook the planet. Cooking satellites? Wait, so they were giant cooking implements? Well, yeah, basically. I can't even grasp something on a huge scale like that. There aren't any giant frying pans or pots used for cooking planets out there, are they? It's got like freaking funny looking. And what the hell? Toriko's like, apparently, yes. By the way, his hair is a lot longer. It's like, there are? There are fairy tales that a long time ago, the giant demon kings that used them would take bites out of suns. But those might not just be stories. What? What do you mean? A team of gourmet astronomy researchers have observed gourmet energy from directly after the gourmet Big Bang. Through Akatsuya's fourth course, we're able to capture electromagnetic waves we weren't able to before, and that's what let us find out all this. But the really shocking thing is that image. It looked like our harmonious family gathered around a dining table, having a meal. So that is Midora, Jiro, that's got to be Froz, that's got to be Akatsuya and Ichiru. So what the hell? Huh? Are you serious? Giant creatures sitting around some stars eating? Not stars. What they were sitting around was a galaxy 10 light years in diameter. Galaxy? Just how big are these creatures? About that, I asked a few questions to the appetites inside of me. Your appetites? And they told me quite a bit. Long ago, in a place called the Farthest Land, a world where gourmet gods lived, an appetite inflation took place, causing gourmet energy to explode all at once. That was 13.7 billion years ago, the gourmet Big Bang. Along with the expansion of space from the multitude of ingredients that were scattering at a tremendous speed, there were ingredients that a certain family of gods carried with them and protected, the planetary full course. But that family was also scattered by the force of the Big Bang. Before long, the gourmet energy had expanded for many years and formed several spaces as it turned the colors of each family member's favorite ingredients. Still, the gods are said to have continued to protect the full course in their own spaces. So gourmet Big Bang, black, red, white, green, blue. Neo, obviously black. Red, obviously Toriko's ogre. Blue, obviously Toriko's home demon. White, obviously Toriko's winged demon. Green. Interesting. So that even if their food preferences differed, the full course would someday bring them all back together. The colors of the family were the father was black. The mother, Katsuya, so Neo. The mother was white, so that's the winged demon. The eldest son was red, Ichigo, the ogre. The second son was green, so Jiro. And the third son was blue, apparently, Midora. That kind of sounds like Akatsuya and the other's family. Akatsuya's son's former selves, Neo's, were black, so maybe Froz's sons were white. The appetite that felt like it would envelop anything and didn't have a speck of dirtiness in it. Haha, then was my old man red and Jiro green? Did Jiro even have a demon? Maybe Teppei had green hair because the color skips a generation. I don't know if Midora was blue, but that might have been the case. By the way, the Buddha-looking guy in me is white, apparently. Do you think maybe the initials of the full courses spells Pangea means that the farthest lands where the gods lived? The fragmented gourmet energy of those crazy gigantic gourmet gods is the true identity of food luck. They may have led us to that land, and because of the effect of Adam of the full course, gourmet matter has been gradually becoming visible for me. Now that I can see it clearly, outer space looks like a gourmet food paradise. Toriko-san, you've got a bite! Oh, alright, I hooked it. Wow, what is that? I don't even know what the hell that is. Huh? This is a shellfish? It looks so familiar. Ah, wait, is that the species from Blue Grill in Area 6? A giant shell? Yeah, but it's just a baby. I think I'll call it Minimum Shell. This is a baby? The team of gourmet astronomers remodeled this shell into a spaceship for me. Huh? Then this is a space camping monster. Yeah, I've been raising it in this lake. Okay, what do you say we get going, Komatsu? What? We're going already? Toriko-san, you did tell Rin-san about this. Yeah, I told her I'm going out for a little hunt. A little hunt? We're going out of space. We don't even know when we'll get back. Relax. Minimum Shell can pass light speed and slip through gaps in space-time. In other words, it's a back channel. Even if we're traveling for years, the reverse Urashima effect will get us back to Earth in just a few days. But is anybody coming with us? Like Coco-san, Sunny-san, or Zebra-san? Terry went back to his pack. Yeah, what about Terry? Terry went back to his pack, huh? That fight with Neo drove all of the then active 8 kings into retirement, though all of their wounds healed. Any king that suffered even one loss is no longer a king. Now in Gourmet World, there's a battle of warlords to capture the titles in the next 8 kings going on, and Terry's a part of it. That's pretty sick. Speaking of which, apparently a lot of wild beasts from Human World have tossed their hat into the ring. The Troll Kong, Devil Orochi, and Regal Mammoth, they've all gotten way stronger. By the way, Komatsu, Coco and the others are already traveling through space. Huh, really? Coco and Zebra said they're looking in space for the last item on their full courses. Huh, you mean with space ingredients? We gotta get moving too, or Zebra's gonna eat all of it. Okay, let's shove off, Komatsu. Okay, Toriko-san. Someone once said that somewhere in this universe there are sweet stars that are just like flour dumplings. Flour dumpling stars. That in giant planetary craters there is a fizzy sherbet endlessly bubbling out. That there is a pack of delicious elephants, each as big as an entire star. Cosmos and mammoths that form a nebula. That there is a space food repository that only appetites can enter. A space pantry, within which many yet undiscovered ingredients rest, and new ingredients are always being born and growing. That sometimes gourmet gods pilfer those ingredients. That the gourmet paradise where those gods once lived, the farthest land, exists. That there, god ingredients beyond imagination flood out endlessly. The people of the world thought that they wanted to eat those things. Look, Komatsu, Miratarashi Dango pellets. They look so good. Alright, I gotta put this, I gotta zoom in on this a little bit because, good lord, this is a big, huge panel. The Mitarashu Dango are kind of dumplings seared with sticks and glazed with sweet soy sauce. So it's like 4 planets with a freaking a pick in between them. God, something just popped out, Toriko-san. So it looks like this huge snake type monster. It's a space typon. It's a space typon. Okay, let's fight it. You want to fight that? Let's go get those dangos first. They're way too big. As long as they live, their stomachs rumble, so the adventure does not end. Thank you all so much for 8 years of readership. Check further reports for the remaining volumes and the author's next work. Next issue, new series. Yeah, new series. So Toriko, and so I'm guessing the volumes is just the remaining chapters put into the volume. But yeah, guys, that's it. 396 Toriko. That was the final chapter. There's nothing beyond that chapter. Obviously, if you guys have been following Toriko, you know that it's been one of my favorite mangas recently because of the fighting, simplistic storyline for the most part, but great action, great art. The story moved along super quick. It did not, stick around and just kind of sludge along or whatever. And sadly, for most likely financial reasons, let's not kid ourselves, Toriko wasn't doing the best in Shonen Jump. They ended it. Shonen Jump gave it the boot and made him end the series in pretty much 2-3 chapters. And so that's why we got this ridiculously rushed ending where the White Demon just one-shots Neo, and then Neo is cool with everybody, and they don't talk about where the White Demon, that half-ass explanation. Just super disappointing. Really sucks. I'm sure people that were big fans of Bleach felt the same way. I mean, the difference between Bleach and Toriko, in my opinion, is that Bleach was already getting a big decline, and it was a steady decline in quality as well as viewership. And you can, that's not, my opinion is that the story was getting lower in quality, but the art was 100% worse in quality. And there's a YouTube channel, I can't remember it, but it's pretty much like reasons why Bleach, the downfall of Bleach or something like that. And in it, he presents panels of early artwork in Bleach, where every character had very unique looks and each background was animated, and it was just the pages were popping to life. And then later down the road in the manga, like especially in the last 50 chapters or so, the majority of action scenes had a blank background. It was very simple, very plain, not much time spent on the art itself. Whereas Toriko is the exact opposite. These last chapters were gorgeous. Even 2 months ago, when you didn't think the manga was ending, or 6 months ago, 50 chapters ago, the art was incredible. The fighting was incredible. Just so much going on in each page. Each page was a work of art. And it's really sad to see it go. But that's it. That's my last Toriko manga review. Feels bad, man. Sad that it ends, but 8 years, that's it. I only got into Toriko about a year and a half ago, so that's that. But I will still be doing my One Piece reviews, and I will most likely start doing Dragon Ball Super manga reviews, because the author has said that he's going to divert down a different path than the actual anime. So I think I'm actually going to start those. I'll have to catch up. But like always, comment, subscribe, hit that like button, share it with your friends, what you guys thought about it. And yeah, as always, this is Periodic. Singing. See ya.